Hey Gemini, how are you this evening? My name is Cheryl and I'm here to do your weekly reading. This one is going to be, sorry, I got it discombobulated here. This one's going to be for Monday, April 28th through Thursday, May 1st. And I'll be back on Wednesday with bonus readings to get you through the weekend. When did I do it? That way. Okay, here we go. At any rate, we are just going to pull cards. These are going to be for my Geminis. And see what they have to say, okay? Try to get you some insight as to what's coming towards you this week, so maybe it'll make it a little more easy for you to navigate your way through it, right? All right, let's see, for my Geminis. Here we go. Okay, we're starting with, the Queen of Wands, okay. Queen of Wands, followed by the King of Cups, and then the Tower. This is your recent past or your backstory going into the reading. Currently, I have you with the Three of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. All right, in the near future, we're looking at the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Emperor. All righty, bottom of the deck here is going to be the King of Pentacles. So the undercurrent to all of this, as far as this reading goes, is the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is somebody who's definitely in boss energy, okay? That's somebody who has a kingdom basically to run, right? It's like the mini emperor, so we'll have to see how it plays in. The card at the center of your reading right now is the Three of Pentacles. So from almost every direction it plays into the equation. The Three of Pentacles has to do with collaborations or, collaborations basically, like work collaborations or friendships, possibly relationships. You do have two threes here right next to each other, so we're going to have to see how it comes together. Okay, let's start from the beginning, which is the past. What do we got? Queen of Wands, King of Cups, and the Tower. So in the recent past, I do believe that you're presenting here as the Queen of Wands, male or female, really. It just means that you are very much so a go-getter, okay? In the recent past, you were somebody that exuded a sense of sex appeal. You were somebody that everybody wanted to be around. You're somebody who was very focused. If you saw something you want, you go after it, you get it, period, okay? You don't care who you have to step on to get to where it is you want it to be, okay? Which can cause its own problems, but at any rate, it looks as though in the recent past you went after a King of Cups, or you went after a sense of emotional fulfillment, a sense of emotional stability. It would appear from these cards that I think you found it temporarily. So you found it, but what you found probably came in very fast and very intense, and you thought that it was something built on a sturdy foundation. With the Tower at the end of this deal right here, I feel like it wasn't built on as sturdy a foundation as you had hoped, okay? But at any rate, we can't change these three cards because this is something that's already happened. But however this played out is what's affecting the rest of this reading. We still have the King of Pentacles underneath. I think that this has to do with you taking your power back out of a situation, possibly. But let's see where we go from there. So that was the past. Currently, I have you, oops, I forgot to do it again. All right, currently I have you with the Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. Okay, Three of Cups can be about a celebration. Three of Pentacles is all about collaborating with somebody. And the Eight of Wands is all about communication coming in quick. The two threes together make me feel as though there is a dynamic here, the one between you and the King of Cups, okay? That for some reason there's a dynamic between the two of you that involves a third person, okay? It does not have to mean that there's somebody having an affair or that we have a third party situation like that, but there is a third energy that's involved in a situation where there should be two, okay? However that works out for you, okay? It could just be a family member or a friend that's, far too involved in your relationship, or it could be somebody that's trying to be a third party. Maybe it hasn't happened yet. I don't know. Maybe it's a third party that's been told to leave and they're not going. But whatever it is, there are three people in this situation where there should be two. There's communication coming towards you, and this is in the current to either let you know that or to give you clarity as to that, it looks like. All right. There you have it. That's what I see in that situation. So now we're going to move forward into the future, or the near future. We have the Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Emperor. The Ten of Pentacles is what you're trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? It is your legacy. It is, you know, the happy everything. It's the happy everything in the 3D. It's success and stuff. So that's where you're aiming to try to get to. The Four of Wands is actually a higher level soulmate, is how it feels to me. It's so this King of Cups is obviously a higher level soulmate to you. And then we have the Emperor. Now, it's possible that this King of Cups has upgraded themselves to they are your Emperor, I guess you could say. You're coming in Queen of Wands, this is the Emperor. And maybe the King of Cups is here over a sense of emotional instability. You wanted emotional stability out of this situation, but it looks like it's not quite played out that way. It feels like there's been a lot of in and out, hot and cold. Not a lot to hold on to. I feel like this is you going into this King of Pentacles here. Like you're taking your power back out of a situation because you can't find any stability in it. The third party situation could be possibly two masculines and you. I mean, it could be you and two masculines, I suppose. Whatever's going on here, there's definitely one extra person or personality here that shouldn't be here. And they don't seem to be exiting very easily, okay? Behind the King of Pentacles, I have the Nine of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Because you're sitting with this cup full of love and you don't know if you don't feel confident in who to give it to. Meaning you know where you want to put it, you know who you want to give it to, but you just don't feel confident that it's going to be reciprocated or that they're going to take care of it, I guess. We have the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. You absolutely have zeroed in on what you think is your wish fulfillment, okay? And it appears to be this person. With the Nine of Wands, though, there's already been a lot that's transpired here, so you're already feeling quite wounded. With the Five of Cups, there's definitely a sense of loss and regret attached to this situation at this point. This is coming down to whether or not, it's coming down to a level of trust, you know, can you trust this person to move forward? That's a question only you can answer because you have to decide whether or not you want to move forward with them. But let's get three more and we'll see where it leaves us. I've got the Nine of Pentacles. We got three nines out here too. Justice and Death. If nothing else does come out of this, I can't say it will or it won't for sure, okay, because this hasn't taken place yet. But if there was to be nothing else that came out of this, this definitely was a catalyst to a transformation for you, to be certain, okay? Justice will play out in the situation, and with the Nine of Pentacles, the catalyst to the situation the transformation that you've undergone has a lot to do with you being independent, you finding your independence, stepping back into your independence, taking back your power. That does not necessarily mean that this cannot work out, okay? There's decisions that have to be made as far as what you're willing to tolerate or what you're willing to forgive, I think. But those are decisions only you can make, right? I mean, we have free will. So if this is the direction you choose to go in, is the direction where you still want to try to build with this person, then I'm sure that will be what you'll do. If you decide that you've had enough of this and choose yourself to go in a different direction, then I'm sure you will find success in that road too. You know what I'm saying? It's very up in the air, Gemini. I wish I could give you more than I can right now. The only absolute I've got right here is there's a lot of emotion here. There's a ton of uncertainty. There's been a lot of in and out here. And there's an extra personality here. There's one extra person here for certain. Okay? So, like I said, it's all about decisions and moving forward. No matter what the cards say, what you do is you pick yourself up and you go have the best week you can, right? Period. Let the chips fall where they may, I suppose. You're going to be fine, Gemini. You can snap right back after this if this is what happens. It's just, I don't understand why the third situation is still there, why we have a third person that's still involved. But at any rate, we'll see how it plays out, okay? I will be back on Wednesday. Go out and have the very best week that you can. And hopefully that third person will fall off or something. I don't know, okay? Sorry. All right. Take care.